April 25th will be National Library Workers Day, and one Rockford librarian gets a surprise as she was recognized by her peers.
Yeah, how about this? 68th District Representative Dave Vela presented an award to Jean Lithgow. She started her career at the Rockford Public Library back in 1965 and spent the last 18 years working in the history and genealogy room. She said her journey started being an avid reader with the book Dick and Jane when she was in kindergarten. Since then, she's worked with several organizations to construct various projects throughout the state line.
It's really fun to be able to find the answer to the questions they're asking. That's what's the most fun of everything. We all know our ancestors had stories, and most of our ancestors had probably fairly difficult lives. And I think one of the ways we can honor them is to try and live our lives well and help each other.